Each watch collector has different opinion on which part of the watch is most important for them. For me, it is a dial. The dial of the watch is like the face of a person. That doesn't mean the case, the lock, the strap are not important. But when every other thing are good except the dial, you end up like an AP Code 1159 released earlier this year. The character of the dial is very much depend on the arrangement of subdials. For one subdial, you get a clean and elegant look with a lot of space that show the material of the dial. Most people will think of classic pieces like Patek Philippe Calatrava. For two subdial, you get an impression of symmetry. Think Hoyer Octavia. For three, you got 3/4 of dial occupied, like the Omega Speedmaster. This piece is my first vintage Seiko. It is one of the 7a48 series from the 80s. I was impressed by the complicated look it has, with 4 subdials and moonphase. 4 subdials is the maximum you can normally cram into a dial. I think they follow the design of the mid-century Universal Geneve, or more recently, IWC Da Vinci. Not as refined and sophisticated, but kind of same design language. With vintage watch, Seiko is the first economy brand I start to look into. The value is incredible, especially if you don't mind the quartz option. It is a tiny piece compared with today's standard, with a lot going on the dial. If you have small to average wrist size, it is perfectly refined look. There are things that could have been better, like the hands and the proportion of text on the dial that compromise the legibility, but overall, it is a great value piece. Let me know whether you have a vintage Seiko in your collection.